Happy Halloween. It is UPW Wicked. I am Abel Morales, and I'm being joined, as always, by my co-host, Chevy Chavarria. Chevy, how you doing?
Good. Hello, Santa Fe, baby.
Wait a second. You're not Chevy. That's not Chevy at all. Get out of here.
What the hell is this? I was paid good money to come up here and do commentary with this clown dressed in a Goodwill costume? What the hell is this? I thought I was working with a professional.
Well, everyone, my real co-host for the evening is none other than Robert Trapp. Robert, welcome to UPW.
If that's one hell of a welcome. Oh, wow.
A few moments later.
Hello and welcome everyone, and happy Halloween. It is time for another UPW event. It is UPW Wicked. My name is Abel Morales, but you might recognize me as Bob from Bob's Burgers.
I mean, if you did a better job with your costume, they probably would. My name is Robert the Coroner Drapp, and I'm here to actually bring some intelligence to this cast.
And you know what? I'm excited to have you tonight. We got a brand new co-host, and we have a whole bunch of matches going on tonight. It is going to be awesome. We are going to see Johnny Blade versus Interim Commissioner Doug. For the first time in a UPW ring, Interim Commissioner Doug is going to be in a match.
That is going to be a rough watch for any fan of Doug, because I can tell you this, I have seen Johnny Blade do his work, and it is nasty, to say the least.
I agree, and we're going to have all kinds of championship matches and champions, Halloween costumes, Halloween fun, right here tonight in Santa Fe, Texas.
But you know what? Let's go on ahead and throw it down to the ring, where we're going to see Kenny Calypso versus B.D. Browley.
All right, Robert, we are kicking things off here at UPW Wicked. This is going to be a pretty good matchup here. We're going to have a newcomer. There you go. He said it for me. Skip Aoki just took his name right out of my mouth. B.D. Brawley.
I mean, look at the mountain of the man standing before you. He could probably take your windpipe out of your mouth.
I believe tonight's ring announcer, Skip Aoki, he said that he is the best beard in the business.
I could definitely believe it. Look at it. Look at that absolute sculpted perfection.
Yeah, I like it. It looks like he really put some product in there.
Definitely put some work in there.
Yeah. But he's going to be taking on a familiar face here for the UPW faithful. It's going to be none other than Kenny Calypso. And boy, if you haven't seen Kenny Calypso, you are in for a treat.
Absolutely. The man has agility and speed in spades.
All right, that is the music of Kenny. I know he's coming out here. Entrance right behind us this time around here at Santa Fe, Texas, at the fire department here, the beautiful fire department.
Definitely Kenny Calypso looking completely unbothered at the task in front of him.
Did Skip say that he weighed 420 pounds?
No.
I thought that's what he said. That he said 420.
I think you need to get your ears cleaned out.
Maybe that's what it was. I don't know. That seems like a number that he would be fond of.
Maybe. Just a little.
Just a little bit. All right, capacity crowd here, Santa Fe, Texas. Absolutely. They love Kenny Calypso.
Absolutely showering him with all the love.
All right, we have the Iron Ref, senior referee Sherry Merchant here, checking out Kenny, making sure he's good, and they called for the bell. We are underway here at UPW Wicked. Happy Halloween, Robert.
Happy Halloween. What's your costume again?
Bob from Bob's Burgers.
I absolutely couldn't tell. It looked like you got that at a Goodwill.
Thanks, Rob.
I mean, I came dressed for success. You came dressed like you were going to a children's birthday party.
Well, speaking of success, we have seen Kenny Calypso do a lot of amazing things here in UPW. He has been quite the up-and-comer in the entire, Houston, Texas scene, but he just got tossed around there by BD Brawley.
Absolutely trying to go strength for strength with the big man is not really the way you want to go. I mean, it looks like he's about ready to get flattened like a pancake.
We have, there he goes on his back, the big man. I was going to, now he finds himself in a headlock. I was going to share some of the accolades. Oh my goodness, he just launched Kenny Calypso across the ring. BD Brawley.
He flew like a paper airplane.
BD Brawley, yes, he has quite the pedigree too. He has been trained, by Hall of Famer Booker T here in the Houston area. He just ate an elbow there in the corner. He's frequently wrestles for the ROW promotion. He's also been a former PWF Tag Team Champion.
And with skills like this, it's no surprise at all. The big man has absolutely dominated here in the early going.
But Kenny Calypso just snapping a neck in the middle of the ring.
Seems like he's trying to draw on the power of the UPW fans here in the house.
Dropping that big elbow. Here goes a cover. 1, 2. No, near fall.
It's going to take a lot more than that to wear the big man down.
That's true. I thought he was going to get a sneaky flash win there, but no, this is going to continue.
Absolutely. And it definitely looks like Calypso's trying to put the speed on.
Ooh!
Look at that Samoan drop right there.
Ooh, splat right in the middle of the ring. Here's a cover. 2. No. Don't count out Kenny Calypso. Now, is that a blatant choke?
It definitely looks like, no, he's just using a little bit of leverage trying to get the pin.
Is that what that is?
That's what it looked like to me.
Okay.
Maybe time for some new glasses.
Maybe.
Because it definitely looks like Kenny Calypso is not going anywhere. Ooh, getting hit by those frying pan hands.
And now he's getting clubbed with those hands right in the back. Kenny Calypso in a bad way here, crawling across the ring to the other corner, looking for refuge, and not finding it.
Absolutely not going to get any mercy from the best beard in the business.
And what a spine buster. Right in the middle of the ring.
Just absolute domination.
And no, that's another 2 count.
I thought he had it there. That looked so close. So close. And Kenny Calypso is really a high flyer, so by Brawley just beating down on him, he's taking away his legs.
That's true. He might be setting him up for his finishing maneuver. I got to speak to BD before the show, and he said that he has a finishing maneuver that he likes to use that is basically a one-arm suplex that he refers to simply as BDE. And I'll let you figure out what that stands for.
I mean, I don't think I want to. That doesn't seem like a productive use of my time.
More clubbing blows to the back of the shoulders of Kenny Calypso. But Kenny's blocking. He's firing off those forearms himself right to the chin of BD Brawley. BD's kind of in a bad way here. He's a little bit stunned.
But it looks like that back work by BD is absolutely paying off. Get clotheslined out of his boots there.
Rob, man, that was tough. 2 count. 3. No, that was 2?
That was 2?
Iron Ref Sherry says it's just 2.
No.
That's what she said, is she's the authority there in the ring.
That looked absolutely definitively over there. I mean, Calypso is struggling. He is not doing well at all. A slap in the face, absolute disrespect there. It is.
Now do you see that? BD's just putting a bad mouth on Kenny Calypso.
I mean,
taunting the man.
Maybe he's just bored. I mean, just
possibly
wants to have a bit more of a fight.
That's it. Sherry here might have to consider maybe just stopping this match. Kenny can't even get up. Well, here's the cover. No, another blatant choke. Come on.
No. He got his foot on the ropes. That's why Sherry had to break up the count there.
No, because that was a choke. That's what it was.
No, I mean, it looked like he was trying to pin him from my angle. But then again, I mean, I'm smart enough to see the direction that this man is going, and I'm working with you, so I would expect that you wouldn't understand that.
Hey. Oh, there we go. It looks like Kenny's trying to fire off some more offense. Going back to those forearms, I got him a little bit of a breather earlier on in the matchup. Oh, the spinning forearm. And a enziguri. Right in the middle of the ring. The big man is down, but he's out. He's back up. He's back up.
Like I said, this guy is pure strength. Oh, went for what even was that? Like he drop kicked him in the jaw.
Oh, there we go. A reverse lung blower right there. He's got the big man woozy. He's seeing those butterflies flying around his head.
And in one instant, that's all it takes. The explosive power.
Look at this strength. Oh, delayed vertical suplex here.
Oh.
Into a jackhammer of sorts. 1, 2, 3. Oh!
No.
That was 2.99.
I think she was counting him slow. That's what I'm seeing here. She needs to count a little quicker. I mean, he had this match won right there.
BD seems to be of the same opinion as you there, Rob.
He's a smart man.
Oh, Kenny can't even get to his feet. He's limp.
He's out on his feet. This is almost abuse looking at this. I can't believe Sherry hasn't stopped this yet.
Okay, here comes another scoop. Maybe a running power slam, you think?
Absolutely just toying with Kenny Calypso there because he knows he's got the match won.
And, he flipped. Oh! Reverse into a DDT. Kenny Calypso has an opening. He has an opening here. Can he roll him over?
Can he capitalize on it?
No, wait, what's he doing? He's opting to go towards the...
He should have had that.
Climbing up to the top rope, up to the heavens here. What is Kenny Calypso going to do? Oh, frog splash.
What an amazing frog splash there. Hooks the leg. 2, 3.
That is it, ladies and gentlemen. Kenny Calypso with the win. Thank you, Skip Aoki, for the official call. Kenny Calypso coming out with the win, and he barely squeaked by.
It doesn't even look like he's breathing from this angle. For as hard as he fought, I'll give it to him. That took a lot of guts.
And this is why they call those high-risk maneuvers, well, high risk. Sometimes you miss and you don't get anything, and sometimes that ends a match even when you've been struggling through the match.
Exactly.
Wow, what a great way to start things off here on a Halloween weekend at UPW Wicked. Yeah, this capacity crowd loves what they're seeing here.
Exactly. Absolutely feeding the energy of Kenny Calypso to power him on to victory.
And we're going to be back with some more action here. We're still trucking along. We got a whole lot more matches here tonight.
Introducing first.
Okay, folks, we are back here, UPW Wicked. We have another matchup on the way, and this is quite a grudge match that we are going to see here today that's been brewing for some time.
Exactly. Here we see somebody we haven't seen in a minute, Johnny Blade, heading to the ring.
That's right, Johnny Blade has been absent. Johnny Blade is being followed by Cedric Payne. But we have Jason Sullivan out here.
What the hell? What is Sullivan doing out here anyway?
join us here at the commentary table. By Jason Sullivan?
I guess it wouldn't be bad to have somebody with some inside knowledge. Somebody with some inside knowledge on Johnny Blade joining us here at the table.
Good about Santa Fe. I was going to say, hey, you guys are 5-4 in your football. You guys are winning this year. And it's all because of me. Because when I was here a year ago, I went off about how horrible your team was. And if it wasn't for my motivation, what's up, boys? Your team would be nothing. So you can address all the thank you cards and mail to P.O. Box 582 right here in town to Johnny Blade. Thank you guys. Thank you for your support. And just so you know, I'm not a wrestler. This should not be happening.
What's he talking about,
You
Abel?
stay over there because I got somebody to make sure that you're not going to touch me.
Well, I mean, he is right. He is currently a manager.
Yeah.
Johnny Blade is. He's not a wrestler now. He used to wrestle, but not anymore.
I mean, when you've got enough talent surrounding you.
Now here comes somebody that we're seeing wrestle here at UPW for the first time. None other than interim commissioner Doug. Which, this has been brewing for a little bit of time here. What had happened was that several months ago,
At 580 pounds, from Hagerman, Doug Geisler!
And he's got a hockey player with him?
yes, the player is with him. Again, like I was trying to explain, several months ago, we had a match between David Duperon and Estrella Galactica for the UPW Texas Championship. But Bart, UPW owner Bart Harris, said that, you know what, to neutralize the threat of Johnny Blade interfering into the ring, we are going to handcuff Johnny Blade to that man there, Doug, at ringside. So that way he didn't have anywhere to go. He was basically anchored to a ringside front row seat. And that's what started this whole thing between Doug and Johnny Blade. But as I said before, we are joined by, somebody else that has some ire towards Johnny Blade, and that is Jason Sullivan. Jason, thank you for joining us here at the commentary table.
I'm only out here because Johnny Blade's been ducking me for the last 4 months since he threw fire in my face. I am going to beat Johnny Bitch Cake's ass one way or another, and I'm only out here to let him know that I haven't forgot.
To me, it just seems like Johnny Blade is being intelligent and picking the right people
Shut
to
your
fight.
mouth or I'll beat your ass right now.
Well, now, hang on. I'm here just looking at
what did
the
I say?
cards
What did I say?
that are
if
dealt
you speak
out in front of
directly
him.
towards me, I will beat your ass. Know your role.
Oh boy, all right, tempers are already flaring, not only in the ring, but here at the commentary table. This is, oh, did you see that? Doug he just shoved Johnny all the way down to his feet, or to the floor.
Why the hell are two managers in the ring in the first place? That's not where they belong.
Well, it's not managers. Excuse the correction. We have one manager and an interim commissioner, unofficial interim commissioner, to be specific.
Yeah, not wrestlers.
Johnny Blade used to be a wrestler, but it's obvious his best years are about, 20 years ago.
That's right. He did wrestle all over Texas. He was a household name here in the Texas independent wrestling scene. But yeah, as you said, Jason, those days are far, far behind him. But then we have Cedric Payne out here that flanked Johnny Blade, a member of Blade Enterprises, as well as the player who's backing up Doug.
Cedric Payne is another very dangerous wrestler. He's been he's been gone for about 5 years. He has just returned to the wrestling scene. I know all about him. He is a very dangerous man. Johnny Blade is also a dangerous man, but he's also a stupid man for pissing me off.
Okay, it looks like Johnny's back in the ring. You know, this isn't going to be a technical wonder. We're not going to see a bunch of, headlocks and arm bars.
That's some technical stuff right there.
The standing switch was absolutely wonderfully done.
And I stand corrected. Look at that.
But it looks like Doug doesn't even want to really fight him.
Yeah, this doesn't seem to be pretty effective here. Oh! Doug just pancaked Johnny in the corner. Oh, this is a familiar position. We've seen this before. We've seen this before for Johnny Blade, and no!
Got out of the way.
Jason, do you remember that match where Johnny was in the corner and Duperon fell right onto his crotch?
That was a great day, and I'm sure that's the best piece of ass that Duperon's had in a long time. I mean, it wasn't a Denny special, but, you know, it could have been.
This match seems like a grand slam from my point of view. Got Sully out here, and at least it's entertaining to watch Johnny Blade run away from Player.
Albeit a little slowly, but still.
He's waddling away.
Hey, you go your own speed.
Oh, wait. There goes a sneak attack by Johnny Blade.
Saw an opportune moment.
That's what he's known for doing, is sneaking up on people.
I mean,
it seemed as though Player, which is Doug's own guy, was the one that accidentally, inadvertently provided the distraction.
Cedric Payne
He's got something in his hand. What is he?
What, is that a fork?
It's a fork or some kind of knife or something.
how the hell did he get that in the ring?
I don't know. It looks like he's stabbing him.
No!
How?
Ref Sherry's got to get in there. Yeah, now he's just hiding the thing in his fist. What was that? Was that a knife?
I have no idea, but it looks like he was stabbing him or gouging him with something. Johnny Blade was gouging or stabbing Doug. I don't know what it was, but it was definitely not his fist.
I mean, we don't know that it wasn't his fist. We can't see it from here.
And you've got glasses on.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, obviously they ain't working.
Oh, wait, here we go. Player's trying to get involved there with Cedric, who's trying to take advantage of Ref Sherry being distracted. Oh, and Player's getting involved with Cedric out here in the front row.
Looks like they're fighting out into the parking lot.
Oh, man. We apologize for the harsh language.
You might want to turn around.
Oh no, here comes Doug!
Crimson Mask and all just crashing right into the back of Johnny Blade.
And that's it. That's all she wrote. Interim Commissioner Doug with the win.
The official call on Doug's debut win. And just look at the blood pouring from his face.
Interim Commissioner Doug donning that crimson mask indeed, Rob. But look at Johnny Blade just being stalked by Jason Sullivan.
I mean, he just had a hard match. I mean, Jason could at least let him go.
Well, there's so much fallout going on here. I can't believe what we just witnessed. That Doug actually competed in a match, and he won! He won!
He did. Good on him, getting your first win.
Good job, Dougie. I tell you, we love Doug here at UPW. He's such a sweetheart, but you know what? He could actually take it in the ring, and there it goes. The show of respect from Jason Sullivan.
Raising that arm.
Wow, what an opening to a career here, possibly, for Interim Commissioner Doug.
Hell of a debut match for certain, getting absolutely rough and tumble there with Johnny Blade.
Introducing first.
And here we go. We have some more action here. UPW Wicked. This is our third matchup of the evening. And, you know, we just saw what Doug did to Johnny Blade. But yet, Blade Enterprises still stands.
I mean, that's just a testament to how smart and how tough Blade is. I mean, took a bit of a setback with grace and dignity, and was absolutely bullied by Jason Sullivan.
So as I said, said, Blade Enterprises still lives. We just saw Johnny Blade lose in a match, get physically beat up, get assaulted verbally by Jason Sullivan, yet the money keeps rolling in. Here comes Big Dex Harm, the newest member of Blade Enterprises.
I mean, that's what you do when you're a smart businessman. You get the top talent and you go rolling deep.
He is him. Dex Harm in the ring, already kind of giving Iron Ref Sherry a little bit of a hard time, but Sherry won't take any of it. Nope. Now, we've seen a lot here in the recent past between Blade Enterprises and this man that we are about to see come out. None other than Jesse Logan. There he is, folks. Ooh. Jesse being flanked by his wife, Nikki, and his daughter, Ember Lynn, out there hugging the fans and the kids and all that. Everybody loves Jesse Logan, but there was once a day that Jesse Logan was a part of Blade Enterprises, and he was hated as much as any member of Blade Enterprises. But once he left and he realized that, you know, the ways, the tactics of Johnny Blade just aren't the way to go, that's when everybody started to fall in love with him, and he became even more of a family man.
I mean, I disagree. It seems like maybe he's just not looking at the optimal way to do things, but I won't disagree and say that he's not absolutely popular with these idiot kids.
Well, he definitely is popular here in Santa Fe.
Carrying that chain.
Yes, that's been his trademark for years and years.
I mean, that's a weapon. Iron Ref Sherry's got to get rid of that.
Well, it will be illegal if that chain did get involved in this matchup. That would result in a disqualification. Sherry right now, it looks like she will allow it to still be ringside as though he doesn't go anywhere without it.
Yep.
And we are underway for this matchup here. Blade Enterprises versus, well, former Blade Enterprises.
Dex Harm looks like he's ready for a fight, absolutely spoiling for it, and he's got the muscle to back up his claims, I believe, here.
You know, I've been a fan of Dex Harm for a while. Now, Dex Harm, yes, he is with Johnny Blade and Blade Enterprises. He just got out of the managerial duties of Stoney Only. He was with him for a while, and of course, we all know how I feel about Stoney and all that. But
what? Stoney?
Yes, Stoney Only.
What? I don't know who you're talking about.
Well, you will see Stoney Only later today. Here comes the cover. No, just the one count. Stoney is in the building. He is another manager here at UPW.
Well, maybe I'll get to meet him.
Oh, backslide. Oh, another one count.
Looked like Dex trying to get a quick win here.
Oh, another 1, 2. No, that was two.
Jesse's got to be getting dizzy from all this spinning. And
here goes another. Oh, no, that was barely one.
Couldn't get the shoulders down.
That's right. Ref Sherry was right there to see it.
But look at this tactic. Not only getting him so dizzy he can't see straight, but using his own strength. I mean, absolutely lifting and twisting the big man.
That's true. That's a very good observation there, Rob. Dex is setting him up here for, might be a vertical suplex, but no, it's blocked. Oh, small package. 1, 2.
Again, being wily, seeing the opportunities, that's something you learn from Blade Industries.
Oh, now that's not something you necessarily learn from Blade Enterprises. Dex Harm, the Dexless of Dexecution on the mat. Oh, and he just ate an elbow. And here comes the cover. 1.
Driven like a spike with a sledgehammer.
For all that was still a 1 count.
That's just showing you the tenacity of Dex Harm.
He is very resilient, very big, very muscular, thick. He has a big frame. But so does Jesse Logan with the Bulldog out of the corner.
Did you see the way the ring quaked?
Yes. ring nearly imploded, and that resulted in another near fall.
Again, I'm not shocked at all that the strength is going with Dex Harm here, but it also looks like, jawbreaker. It looks like that both guys may be a bit winded.
Okay, here we go, a lariat attempt. Oh, and he connected.
You don't see that often. Hit him like a 2x4.
I hope Jesse knows a good dentist.
He might have to get a good plastic surgeon after this, or maybe he should have got it before.
Oh, get out of the way, Ref Sherry. Actually coming furious into that corner. Sherry had to duck out of the way. Dex Harm trying to jaw jack with the fans a little bit.
He absolutely seems to have earned it so far. What a...
Oh, look at that shoulder thrust.
And this display of agility.
Right to the breadbasket of Jesse Logan. Jesse is now in a pinning predicament, and no, he kicked out at 2.
It looked like he might not have as much as he had on that kick out as before, though.
You're right.
Seems to be wearing down.
Yes, and as long as this match keeps going, both of these competitors are just going to get more and more tired, and those kickouts will come few and far between. Or at least so we think. This is wrestling. We've seen all kinds of crazy stuff in wrestling.
That is the statistical probability, but it looks like the statistical probability of Jesse getting out of this is lowering as the seconds go, because look at him dragged to the mat there, getting choked out.
Yeah, it looks like Dex Harm trying to restrict the blood flow to the brain of Jesse Logan and the American Outlaw.
That is difficult to do to keep Jesse on the mat. He is not a small competitor, nor is he weak. But I still think Dex Harm's got this. I'm really looking at the size difference. It's just amazing to see what he can do with his physicality.
Oh, Jesse is up.
Oh.
He's trying to land those elbows to the midsection of Dex Harm. And he's out. He's out of the lock. Here comes Jesse. Big forearm, big knee.
Stiff shots.
Whipping him right off of the rope. Bounce back. Oh, sunset flip right over. Middle of the ring. Jesse is fired up. Here comes the pin. 2 count.
You know, I think Johnny would have told him there he needs to get to that pin a little quicker. Jaw jacking with the crowd there gave Dex the chance to catch a breath.
Here comes Jesse with a little bit more offense, clubbing blows to the back as well with an elbow.
Oof.
Jesse's really got to stay on top. This is how he's going to win. He needs to use that ruthless offense. He's known as a brawler here. He's got to brawl his way out of this match.
Exactly. But you're going against Dex Harm. It may not exactly be a good idea to go with your usual tactics. He might have to bust out something he's never seen before.
Jesse's outside. He's ringside here.
Flipped him like a flapjack, hit him so hard he rolled all the way out of the ring.
Iron Ref Sherry checking on him, his wife Nikki checking on him, as well as his daughter.
Time to start counting him out, I guess.
Yeah, well, there it is. There's the count out, starting to be administered by senior referee Sherry Merchant. Jesse's up, trying to get this audience to will him on. Counts at 5. We're halfway there. Jesse's back in. All right, here we go. Let's continue this matchup. Maybe that was the breather that Jesse needed.
But it was also doing the same thing for Dex Harm.
That is correct.
That's dangerous when you're trying to keep a match under your own control.
And, knee right to the head. Ooh. You can't train for that. You get kneed in the head, that hurts. I don't care who you are.
Yeah. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the mouth, or in this case, kicked.
They're kneed in the skull. Oh, look at that lariat there. And, drop kick from Jesse Logan. We don't normally see that out of Jesse.
Like I said, you gotta get innovative sometimes, and I gotta salute him for going to a place he don't normally go.
Jesse trying to get this crowd behind him, trying to fire himself up, using the will and the strength of the audience here What's he got planned? Is he going to try to...
What? No, he can't.
No, he's not going to... I thought he was thinking about maybe some sort of dive, but no, he thought better of it.
Yep.
Oh, and he ate a stun off of that top rope.
That can't feel good. Uh-oh.
Oh, no, Dex Harm getting one of those chairs at ringside, and he's trying to intimidate Nicole Logan.
Jaw-jacking the family? Come on.
Yeah, now you don't want to mess with Nikki Logan.
Oh.
She's not just anybody. She is a wrestler. She has wrestled here in Texas. She may not be wrestling now. She may be a full-time mom, but she doesn't forget how to throw down in the ring. You can't intimidate Nikki Logan.
Like you can't really intimidate a mom. Running right into the ring post there.
Yeah, Jesse really ate that face first, but there goes his daughter Emberlyn to go check on her dad.
Along with
Nikki's getting into the ring. Nikki's getting into the ring. Oh!
It's got to be a disqualification.
What a slap!
Outside interference right there.
What a slap! Ref Sherry didn't quite see it, but she knows something happened in the ring. Didn't call for the disqualification. Sherry didn't see exactly what happened.
But I mean, I think we all saw that, and I don't think Sherry missed it. I think she's given a lot of leeway for the family here, but it looks like...
Oh, here we go. Clothesline again. Oh, that knocked his head off. Here comes the cover. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Your winner, Jesse Logan.
Cut him in half with that clothesline there at the end.
Yes, he was straight up decapitated in that ring. Way to go, Jesse Logan. Put a feather in the cap for the ex-members of Blade Enterprises. You know, we really need to come up with a name for the group of the people that are fighting against Blade Enterprises nowadays.
And again, we see Jesse holding a fan's belt here. I recall a couple weeks ago when we were at Pub 529, Jesse had a bit of a match with the Rottweiler, wasn't that correct?
Yes, with Rottweiler Jay Davis, you are correct.
And inappropriately hoisted the UPW Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah, Jesse Logan's always having his eye on the gold, but of course sometimes the bad blood between him and Johnny Blade overcomes that. And we're going to have more entertaining matches coming up here soon. All right, we are back with more action here, UPW Wicked on a Halloween weekend. Oh, here we go.
Oh, no.
Stony only. Yes, here is the new clients of Stony Only, new clients for the Stony Only crew. They are known now as the Last Keens, is Shaquille Brown and Lil Poppy. They've formed this tag team here recently, and you know,
that's a beautiful belt he's holding there.
Yes, you are correct. The Stony Only Championship is a very, very beautiful belt, but at the end of the day, it's just patent decorations for Stony. It is not an officially sanctioned title by UPW, and it's not even defended. Stony just holds on to that, and he is a manager. He is not a wrestler, and he doesn't give that title to his clients or anything to defend.
I mean, that sounds to me like with that burger that you got there, you got a hell of a lot of salt.
I'm going to ignore that one for now because here comes. Los Mas Cabrones are in the house. Don Vega and El Silencio, they have held those UPW Tag Team Championships for just about maybe 2 years now. I've really lost track, but they have held on to these belts forever. And you know what? No, I'm sorry, I said belts. No, these are actual titles. These are not pant decorations like the Stony Only belt. These are actual championships that are defended and put on the line and won by LMC.
Look at the disrespect here, putting on Shaq's hat as he's getting in the ring. Come on, you got to have more class than that.
I mean, it looks good on Adon. Adon is kind of a stylish man sometimes. I mean, I not to take away anything from Lil Poppy's get up over there. I mean, he looks great.
Absolute class and a pure classic aesthetic.
So, we've been used to seeing Shaquille Brown in singles competition. We've been used to seeing Lil Poppy part of the Stony Only crew, but not in a tag team format. This is the first time that we've actually get to see them all together as a unit. This tag team formed where it was just Lil Poppy and Shaquille Brown the last time we were in Baycliff. They said at the end of the match that they are clients of Stony, who wasn't there at the time. Oh, yeah, look at those title belts.
Presenting the titles.
But this is the first time where all three of them as a unit, a Stony Only crew, have been out here. Here we are, Santa Fe, Texas. Championship matchup, championship gold on the line. The UPW Tag Team Champions, Los Mas Cabrones.
This is going to be one hell of a battle. You got to expect that they're probably going to lean on Shaquille for his strength quite a lot, and that's the smart play.
There's a bell, and here we go. There's going to be a little bit of a feeling out process for these two teams. I don't believe that they have met each other in tag team competition. Oh, Lil Poppy's asking for
an early tag here.
Yeah. Okay, Little Poppy's going to start it off.
Apparently he wants a piece of El Silencio.
That's right.
I mean, at least he's not shy about it.
No, he's not. That takes a little bit of, as they say, cojones.
Yep. And the size difference isn't even slightly intimidating Little Poppy.
No, it's not.
He's here for a fight, and it looks like El Silencio's just handed him the disrespect here by not even starting, not even throwing a punch.
You know, I'm glad you brought up the size of El Silencio. The reason why is because a lot of people think of LMC as, luchador style, fast, high flyers, and they are. But when you look at El Silencio alone, this is a tall man. And he flies around the ring with the best of them as the best luchadors out there. But he doesn't wrestle the style of a tall guy, of a big guy. He wrestles a style where he could just flat out go at 500 RPMs.
And that takes a lot of workout, a lot of cardio. We're going to see, which may serve him later in the match, but we're going to have to see if the intelligence of Little Poppy can outplay that kind of cardio.
Oh, Lil Poppy. Oh, a little spin around. Oh, paintbrush in the back of the head. You want to talk about disrespect?
No. Hey, just serving it back to him. I mean, you get what you're given. And in this case, it looks like he was showing the establishing dominant with the judo swap.
All right, here we go. Oh, nice little arm drag. Oh, another one from Poppy. And a one from El Silencio. Oh, he went down to the leg. Faked us all out. Thought we were going to get another arm drag, but no. Here comes, do-si-do. Leap over.
Just the speed of both men is insane.
Here comes the cover. Just a one count.
Not surprising at all.
Oh, there's a cover from Lil Poppy. One as well.
Ready for the fight. Absolutely establishing himself here. Everybody's the same size when they're down on the mat.
Now, Rob, I could just say that exchange was just plain old fun. That was fun.
It absolutely was.
Oh, now here comes big Shaquille Brown. And here comes a Don Vega. Now you want to talk about a size mismatch. You know, we're seeing that here too with both Shaquille and Adon. I think Adon's given up probably at least 150, maybe 200 pounds here.
And it's all a lot of muscle on the side of Shaquille. There's no way that you're going to be able to throw him around easily.
No, that's right. And look at that. Shaquille already flexing those muscles. He's a big man.
How did Vega think that was going to be a good idea?
Oh, I mean, he's trying to play to his strengths, which is that lucha style. But sometimes when you have an opponent that size, you cannot do the fast-paced lucha style.
And look at El Silencio getting involved here.
Yeah, things are getting a little chippy.
Waited too long.
Yeah, that elbow missed. That'll hit your funny bone sometimes, you know?
Wait. Was there a little bit of a help attempt there by Stoney only with the cane? Because he's got it in his hand. I thought I saw him try and clip the leg of Vega there.
I definitely wouldn't put it past Stoney.
That's just a brilliant business move. You want your clients to have the gold around their waist, you got to be willing to do whatever it takes.
And there was a 1 count real quickly there, but yeah, you're right. You know, Stoney is not quite Johnny Blade. He's not. But, you know, he really tries to do those same type of underhanded tactics that Johnny Blade is known for.
I mean, you say underhanded, I say brilliant, because that's just seizing every opportunity you're given, passing nothing up, leaving nothing on the table, though
I'm sorry, Rob. I got to cut you off there. These kicks are just rocking the world of, rocking the world of Shaquille Brown, but Shaquille caught it. Up and over is Don Vega.
That is bad place to be.
Oh, no.
Nobody home.
Right in the nick of time, Don Vega escaped, delivered a knee. Here comes the cover and a 1 count. That was a kick out with emphasis.
Exactly. That is the problem when you face a man like Shaquille, who's raw power at any moment. You've got to keep pounding on him, and even then, you're not guaranteed to get very far.
All right, we're having a little bit of a tag team maneuvers coming out here right now. Yes.
Took both of them to flip him over because just the raw power on display from Shaq is dangerous.
And another little double team here. Double drop kicks. Now Don Vega's going to have to leave the ring, and Ref Sherry okay, that's enough. Here comes the cover. 1, 2. Oh, no. Come on, Stoney.
That was just brilliant.
Stoney really getting involved there.
Look at little Poppy.
Oh, little Poppy taking advantage, just putting a beating on a Don Vega, now trying to sneak up on El Silencio.
Clubbing him hard. A lot of power.
Oh, no.
What the?
Look at Stoney.
Stoney was
putting
kicking
the boots to El Silencio as well.
But it looked like Ref Sherry didn't catch it because she was attending to Shaquille.
There's so much chaos going on in this championship matchup.
Getting him back in the ring there.
Was Stoney using that cane again?
I don't put it past him, and that's, again, another brilliant move. Using every weapon at your available arsenal.
You call it brilliant, I call it underhanded, I call it cheating, flat out. Oh, here goes Shaquille!
With a big splash in the corner.
Yes, that was a lot of man. The ring had to move at least 2 or 3 inches.
Absolutely. That's like getting hit by one of the fire trucks out here.
Oh!
I think I felt that all the way over here.
The reverberations just vibrating all the way over here. You're right.
Dragging him back over to the corner. Another smart maneuver by the challengers here.
Now we're going to see some tag team maneuvers by, the challengers, by the Last Kings. That's what they're calling themselves.
Maybe we'll be able to put the crown on them here tonight. Beautiful chop.
Oh, little Pape feeling himself. All right, little Pape putting the boost to El Silencio. Now a tag with Shaquille Brown. We're going to see the big men from each team now. I mean, even when you say that El Silencio's the big guy, he's nothing compared to Shaquille Brown, but there's that slap.
That chop, again, just returning in kind. calling for more.
Oh, here he goes. The crowd's asking to do it again. Oh, but everybody's got to quiet down. El Silencio. Oh!
Double chopped him there. Twice the abuse.
They say the reason why he calls himself El Silencio is because he loves to silence his critics.
I mean, he's the one being rather quiet in this instance because look at little Poppy with the boot on the neck. Kind of hard to talk if you can't breathe.
Little Poppy with a nice little European uppercut there.
Again, like I said earlier, it's the intelligence of little Poppy versus the absolute brute force of El Silencio here.
Oh, no, that lucha style sometimes does not work.
Oh!
And El Silencio just turned little Poppy inside out. I think we will chalk that one up to the scoreboard as an error.
Yeah, miscalculation by little Poppy there. I think he just didn't get the bounce. There's got to be something wrong with the way they set up the ropes for him that it didn't work out.
Oh, is that what it was?
I mean, again, a brilliant competitor like little Poppy not being able to get the springboard like that, it's got to be somebody messed up somewhere.
Okay, here comes a Don Vega. Got the tag. El Silencio will opt to not have any tag team maneuvers this time. I guess
help him out.
He really needed the rest.
I mean, when you got your friend in the ring, you can't let him down like that.
I thought that was going to lead to a pinning predicament for a Don, but no, instead it was little Poppy that was on top of that pinning predicament.
And, you know, it's not even surprising that little Poppy had the wherewithal to take advantage of the situation the way he did.
Ooh.
Hit him with a chop.
Yeah, that was a nice quick one.
Proving he's just as physical as anybody else in this ring.
Oh, Don Vega getting stomped in the corner there. And here comes little Poppy up, and that pendulum drop kick in the corner.
Like a swinging little sledgehammer.
That still led to a 2 count. There's still life in LMC. It's going to take a lot to take out Los Mas Cabrones.
Well, I mean, there's a lot coming in the ring right now with Shaq ready to get back into the action. And
you see Shaq just pie face El Silencio.
And another quick tag by Shaq, giving him a...
Nice little assist there by Shaquille Brown, letting little Poppy jump right off his back and deliver that kick. And there's a big slam in the middle of the ring. Here comes the count, 1, 2.
Again, brilliant teamwork by the Last Kings, with Shaq just providing those powerful slams and absolute physical domination, and little Poppy coming in and hitting those quick strikes. That's what you want to see from good challengers.
And there comes the tag. Here comes El Silencio. Both of the Lost Kings are still in the ring. No, wait, he's able to dodge Shaq. Now he's hitting on little Poppy. Little Poppy got slung to the corner into Shaq. And here comes a big scoop and a slam. What's El Silencio got in mind here?
I guess there's no Mas Cabrones on that one anymore.
Oh, no. I mean, I know Shaq and Lil Poppy have come close in the last couple of months, but I don't think they want to be that close.
Oh, absolutely not. Again, that's rather disrespectful.
And a Don Vega with the European uppercut in the corner.
Being slungshot by El Silencio.
Kick to the back of the head. Here comes the scoop from El Silencio. Drove the back of his skull right into the knee. Here comes the cover. No, wait. Is El Silencio covering the wrong guy? El Poppy's not the legal man.
I completely lost who was the legal man in that scrum. So I guess it was Vega was...
Oh, no, yeah, you're right. It's Vega was supposed to be the legal man, not El Silencio. What an unfortunate turn of events there for LMC.
I think he just made a tag to... a blind tag to Shaq, but Shaq did not even hesitate to throw that haymaker elbow right into the jaw.
That was shades of William Regal with the forearm shiver right there.
Absolutely, and quaking the entire foundation of the building with that suplex.
Don Vega in a bad way right in the middle of the ring. But Shaq is failing to capitalize. He's really taking his time here.
Well, Shaq looking to get Poppy maybe a little high-flying offense by the Last Kings here. And this is, again, just more
Oh, it backfired. Oh, super kick right into the mush. Here comes Adon, tag in El Silencio. Adon still has head control, little Poppy. There goes a forearm off of the rope, and flapjack into a knee. Both men are covering him. 3, that is it.
Oh, Jesus.
And still, UPW Tag Team Champions, LMC, Los Cabrones.
That was one hell of a match there, but I could have sworn that Shaq got in there at the last second and broke it up. I don't know.
I wasn't what the call was in the ring. I have to trust senior referee, the Iron Ref Sherry, and LMC are still the UPW Tag Team Champions. And wow, that was a barn burner of a match. Good job. My hat is off to the Last Kings.
Absolutely.
They really put up a fight.
That was one hell of a match, but it looks like Shaq isn't ready to leave the ring just yet.
Stoney Only's now in the ring. Adon Vega just noticed it. Adon is going over to Stoney. Oh, now he's got El Silencio's attention here. Hopefully we don't have too much shenanigans here at the end of the match.
Who knows? I mean, the big man is obviously very upset that he seems to think that he hit that breakup at the last second.
Oh, there goes a super kick right to the heart of Stoney Only. Hey, he is a manager. He's not a wrestler.
Exactly. Why would they attack him at all?
But I can't say that I didn't enjoy it just a little bit. Just a little.
Some might call that bias.
Maybe.
And I'm some.
Well, hello, some. I'm able.
Are you really able to be unbiased? I don't think so.
Well, nobody ever said that I had to be. But you know what? LMC, Los Mas Cabrones, are still UPW Tag Team Champions. That was a heck of a match. We still have more to get to here at UPW Wicked. It is an awesome night. We're going to have some more matches here coming up soon.
Absolutely. I can't wait.
Okay, we are back here. More wrestling action live from Santa Fe, Texas. UPW Wicked.
I can't wait to see what we have coming up next.
How are you feeling, Rob? How have you been enjoying this experience so far?
Well, I was going to say I was doing terrible because I'm sitting next to you, but now that we got Johnny Blade back out here looking none the worse for the wear from his match earlier, and Cedric Payne out here just looking like an absolute animal, I'm doing a lot better now.
Seeing Johnny Blade makes you feel better?
Well, I mean, this man is obviously not afraid of anything. He's not gonna back down from anything. Why should I back down from having fun despite your presence?
Well, I guess that's a good point.
What the? Uh-oh.
All right, here we go. We see a member of Johnny Blade in the ring, and that means that we're going to have something going on here with Blade Enterprises.
What the heck's all this?
We have Cedric Payne, but... Oh, here we go. This is why I did not recognize this music. This is not normally Kid Ransom's music.
just got to be illegal.
You know, I may have misspoke a bit. Wait, whoa. What is this? Who is this? What in the world?
Some sort of clown accompanying Ransom to the ring?
Who is this guy?
I don't know, but I think Johnny Blaze is calling quickly for referee Sherry to throw him out of here.
This is a behemoth of a man. Look at him. He's so huge.
That is not a small individual, absolutely not. And neither is Kid Ransom, but it definitely looks like Johnny Blade was grabbing his ribs there a little bit when he saw the behemoth. Maybe the behemoth might come after him. I hope not.
Possibly, but here we go. Johnny Blade's Blade Enterprises member, Cedric Payne, taking on, well, I was going to say Kid Ransom, but he's just going by Ransom nowadays. Oh, man, Ransom with those repeat blows in the corner.
Definitely showing he's not a kid with those kind of offensive maneuvers.
Oh, man. You know, I've said it before, I'll say it again. I've known Ransom for more than a decade. I've seen him, from when he was training back in the days, and now becoming quite the veteran. This is a different Ransom than what we've seen before. He is dark. There is something not normal with them. I mean, he's still amicable to me. He's still a nice guy, but
just maybe a little tormented?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know what to say, but now he's being accompanied by this behemoth of I guess a clown? I don't know. That's clown face paint? I mean, it is Halloween after all, folks.
That it is, but looks like the clown is menacing Johnny Blade after he got in a few shots on Ransom there.
Here comes Ransom coming up behind Cedric. I don't think Cedric knows it. Now Cedric is now sandwiched between the two. Johnny Blaze sees him. He's scurrying away. The other side of the ring. Oh, nice chop there by Ransom. And a thrust right to the throat.
Wise maneuver there. Distracting Ransom to give...
come on. Johnny Blade getting involved now.
Again, throwing himself on the sword here almost to give
Ransom right into the post
to give the opportunity to turn the tide, and that.
Wait a second. I know you're looking at one side of the ring. On the other side of the arena, I believe Sherry has kicked out Johnny Blade from the arena.
No way.
Yeah, there he goes.
I think Johnny just decided he'd done enough. He had to let his protege speak for himself, as it were.
There's a forearm by Cedric Payne. Up on the shoulders. That's got to be impressive. Well, not got to be. It is impressive.
It absolutely is. The physicality, and he looks like he's just standing there eating all of these chops and offensive maneuvers without even really seeming to.
Rake of the eye. Did you see that? Cedric Payne just rake of the eye on Ransom.
I think he was trying to grab an ear.
Well, he missed.
Hey, it happens. You miss. He's not Hawkeye.
Oh, wait a second. I think that was a little low.
No,
did he kick the rope? Is that what it was?
I think he got hung up by Cedric.
No, either way, it was a 1 count.
Tried to get the sneak win there, and that's just another great offensive tactic taught at Blade Enterprises. Go for the early win if you can. Go for every opening that there is.
Here comes the cover. 1, 2. Another near fall.
Again, just trying to wear him down, trying to put all that he can into the fight.
Oh, those thrusts by Ransom have just been deadly.
Looked like he hit him in the neck there, though. That can't be legal.
Oh, he's got his arm.
What?
Does Kid Ransom. Now he's going all the way up to the top. Oh, look at the balance. Look at the strength. Look at the agility.
A thunderous crash.
That resulted in a 2.
Not surprising. Again, Cedric Payne is a stiff competitor. You cannot count him out at any moment. All this effort being expended by Ransom could just be overturned in a moment, like you see there with the big boot.
And the headbutt. Oh, there's a boot there. And a knee. All right, Kid Ransom, going up to the higher rent district. We don't see this very often. Oh.
Nobody home.
That's why you don't see it very often. Oh.
There are times to go outside of your normal playbook when you have somebody who is as wily as these two competitors are, but sometimes you just got to stick to the basics, like jamming on the knee like he did there.
That's true.
Just another brilliant opening maneuver by Cedric Payne to wear down Kid Ransom. Slowing him down and choking the life out of him, it looks like.
That's right. Here we go. Got a little bit of a maneuver that can just, like you said, choke the life out, slow the pace down, change the complexion of the match.
Checking for that pulse to see if he's out.
That's the second one. If it's the third, it's over. Oh, no.
Oh, that's just...
Kid Ransom reaching up.
He's grabbing the mask. That can't be right. Come on. A little respect here. You'd think that, again, I keep coming back to it because it's just right. A good manager will teach you what you can do to take advantage and what you can't do.
Oh, there goes Cedric. Dumped over unceremoniously to the outside.
Crashed and burned. No, he's not.
Ransom asking the front row to move. Oh, big single axe handle, it seemed like that was from our vantage point.
Crashed him. He's sitting right in that chair, that unforgiving steel, just not sending him to the floor, but that was still a lot of power going from one direction to another.
Action back in the ring. Ced trying to lock up Kid Ransom, but no, it did not work. Kid Ransom fought out of it, Ced off of the ropes to the other side. And Ransom with a... no.
Again, the power just stopping him dead in the tracks. Doesn't look like he's able to sweep him off his feet.
Ced is working his way out of it. There was a headbutt completely out of what something could have been very, very disastrous.
Slapped the taste out of his mouth.
These strikes coming out of Ransom tonight, they are just so hard hitting.
Absolute stiff shots by both competitors here.
There we go. Kid Ransom just planted Ced in the middle of the ring, and that is a 3.
Absolutely no shame. No shame in Cedric's game here. Absolutely fought hard, tooth and nail the entire way. But Kid Ransom, I think that clown might have put Cedric...
Oh, there's a stunner! A stunner to boot.
An exclamation point, if you will, on the match. But that clown... We don't know who he is, but he absolutely had an effect in this match.
Yeah, I seriously doubt that whoever is underneath that mask is a member of Blade Enterprise, a former member. I'm pretty sure I don't remember anybody of their stature being in Blade Enterprises, but again, the former members of Blade Enterprises are really taking it to the current members of Blade Enterprises here tonight. Ransom standing tall.
Getting a standing ovation from the crowd here. Again, no accounting for taste.
Wow, so that was a surprising turn of events with this newcomer, and then Ransom, of course, just taking him out.
Absolutely terrifying at some point.
We're gonna keep it rolling here with another matchup in just a moment here at Undisputed Pro Wrestling. That's right, folks. We're going to have another matchup here. It looks like the Johnny Blade train is going to keep on rolling. There he is, Blade Enterprises.
We're here, one
Super Duper on. He's coming out here representing Blade Enterprises, being accompanied by Johnny Blade.
Well, that explains why he left earlier. He had to go get his other champ. He had to go get his champ ready. This is how you run a business. You stick with your champs. You make sure they're ready for their upcoming match. You can't leave them abandoned.
Oh, wait. The champ wants to talk.
So since we can't even get the music situation straightened around here, I'm going to get a couple of things straight myself. Okay? I want to get every one of you and everybody in UPW.
This crowd here at Santa Fe really letting Super Duperon know what they think of him.
I mean, that's just disrespectful. He's coming out here to say his piece, and these people won't even let him talk.
I stand here. I look at this ring. I look at all this blood that's in this ring. My blood. Mine. That this company won't even clean up because they know better. Because my blood is in this ring. My blood is in this championship. And for the last year, they put me in every match imaginable to keep me from this, to keep me from success. Every match, that's not going to happen tonight. Tonight, we're going to wrestle right here. No more bulls, no more chains, no more street fights. None of that garbage stuff you're used to, Jason Sullivan in your little Sin City. When you step out here, you're stepping into my world. And when you step in here, I'm going to beat you 1, 2, 3 on my blood and leave you super dude.
Calling out Jason Sullivan there. He is fired up.
Yes, he definitely is. I haven't seen Duperon so fired up in such a long time, and I've known this man for a very, very long time. He's
Very dedicated.
he is very dedicated. He's been around for the Texas scene for like a decade, and he's held all kinds of championships all over. But usually he's a little bit more choosy with his wording. Yes, he can get emotional, just like all the rest of us. But tonight, he seems to be extra spicy.
Getting in the ear of Stony Okie here. What?
From Houston, Texas, weighing 365 pounds, Jason
Jason Sullivan, the latest member to leave Blade Enterprises. This man was reviled all over the southeastern part of Texas. People hated this man because he was the ride or die for Johnny Blade. But when Johnny Blade turned his back on Jason Sullivan, Jason's eyes were finally opened when that flame, that fireball, was thrown into the eyes of Jason Sullivan. It kind of washed away the spell that Jason had, or that he was under from Johnny Blade. Even though he was kicked out, it was a redemption for Sullivan. When we saw this man last time in Bay Cliff, Texas, this crowd here embraced him fully with both arms open. I said, this is what the power of forgiveness can do. This is what redemption is. That is what you see with Jason Sullivan. Even though, yeah, he's still Jason Sullivan, he's still flipping the bird, he's still
right
the
there.
same guy.
And a family show, giving the finger to Johnny Blade right there. I gotta say, maybe they just feel sorry for him. I mean, a man that gets hit in the face by a fireball, you gotta be sympathetic, absolutely. But
Who was running this stupid mouth? Was it you, stupid? Was it you, stupid? Hey, we got a couple of stupid idiots over here. But you know what?
repeat that.
Again, the absolute disrespect by Sullivan here. Just
Why don't you sign that contract against me, you coward? I'm not a wrestler either, I'm just a fighter. So, if I gotta beat this little idiot with this stupid, screwed up little mohawk, what are you, drunk when you got that? I'll whip his ass too! But Johnny Blade, I am going to beat your ass very, very, very soon! Y'all want that match? Y'all want that match? Hey, why don't we do it right now?
Oh?
what a
Here, let's lead him with a little cheer and let's see if he gets excited. Bitch pigs, bitch pigs, bitch pigs.
I'm not sure if I can repeat that.
this is
I
a
don't know.
family show.
That's what I was told. The people here in Santa Fe don't seem to care, though.
I mean, I don't condone any part of that at all. It is
Punch me right in the nose.
absolutely disrespectful.
I mean, for as much disrespect we've seen out of Blade Enterprises, turnabout's fair play, I would say.
I mean, he's trying to challenge Johnny Blade.
Hold on, now Super Duperon has a mic.
You got Johnny.
Okay, Duperon said that if Jason Sullivan can beat him, then you know what? Johnny will sign the contract, and then we'll finally see Johnny versus Jason.
That is a tall claim by Duperon here. But I think that he's doing it in good conscience, knowing he's not going to lose. He's got Johnny Blade at his back, and he's the Texas champion for a reason.
Oh, there we go, right in the middle of the ring. Duperon wasn't expecting Johnny to be right there so close. There's a bit of an intimidation factor there.
Aiming towards the center of the ring, basically taunting him the whole time.
Duperon doing a little bit of second guessing here. And then we got the collar and elbow tie up. This match is underway. Sullivan has pushed, well, I was going to say to the corner, but he pushed Duperon all the way out of the ring.
No, that was a brilliant escape by Duperon, absolutely using his agility and size to escape from the press that Sullivan was putting on him. That's just how you do it.
Duperon's definitely taking his time getting back into the ring. He wants to set the pace, go at his pace. Yeah, Duperon's trying to control the match, playing a little bit of mind games, teasing whether or not he's going to get in. Now he's in.
Ref Sherry did miss that he came back in, but it looks like he's trying to slow it down. Duperon got him by the hip here.
Trying to go for the schoolboy pin. That's not going to work on the big man, Jason Sullivan.
Got him by the hair.
By the beautiful Mofro. Oh, and he tossed him there.
I think he lost a little bit of it there. That's not even right.
Duperon's struggling to get up, but Jason's allowing him to.
Calling for a little bit of a plea to the ref here for the pull.
Yeah, Sullivan is kind of taunting, maybe playing around, playing some sort of mind game there with Ref Sherry, but trying to get into the head and affect Duperon.
I don't know if that's really going to work because Duperon has a plan. It definitely seems like he knows what he's doing.
Oh.
Or did.
There goes Duperon again to the outside of the ring. He basically got overpowered and was landed on what was the apron, but then tried to wiggle his way out of the ring so he could take a breather. There he is over there with Johnny Blade. Looks like they're conferring with each other.
Hey, you got to strategize with your man, so you know how to best tackle the offense of Jason Sullivan.
It seemed a little bit more like a pep talk than it was a strategy session, but I digress.
I mean, Jason was saying that I need glasses. I think you may be the one who needs them more.
Well, we both wear glasses.
That's true.
All right, Dupron trying to get back in. He's halfway in, and there's the other leg. Okay, maybe we can get this match rolling again.
I think what Dupron needs to do is just continue playing to his strengths. It seems like he's trying to outmuscle Jason Sullivan. He needs to get some speed going. He needs to crank up the tempo.
Yes, usually the slow, methodical matches are exactly what Jason likes. Usually we see a little bit more speed and technicality out of Dupron, but no, not tonight. He's trying to play it a little bit different, and so far it is not working out.
Absolutely demolishing. About to crack his sternum in half with these chops.
And another. Ooh, Dupron is hurting from that one. This crowd in Santa Fe calling for one more.
But he was getting choked.
Oh, there's a chop from Dupron, but no effect. No effect. The rebound was Sullivan. Here comes another one. Oh, that was more of just a clubbing blow.
Exactly, hitting him like a cinder block on the end of a stick.
And just pulling on the hair. Both competitors are.
I mean, it looks like Dupron's just trying to get him off and caught him in the face.
There goes the shoulder thrust and the kick. Dupron's trying to get some offense in, trying to surmount their early deficit. A lot of flurry of offense there in the corner. He's really got Jason in a bad way. Oh, a headbutt to the back of the neck.
I think I get what he's doing here. He's trying to prove that he's not just a one-trick pony by moving into Sullivan's space here with the strength and the physicality, but he's realized that error and has adjusted and is now just moving at a pace that Sullivan can't keep up with.
You know, Dupron's always had a high ring IQ. I've always been a fan of his, and I've always said that he doesn't need Johnny Blade. Johnny Blade needs him. Because, look, he's faring well in this match. He weathered the early storm, and now he's in control with this beautiful cravat in the middle of the ring.
It also looks like, I mean, he may be getting close with this chin tie up here, this headlock. Like, he may pass out. He may tap out. That would be a big victory for Dupron.
No, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. Sullivan's back to his feet. A blow to the midsection there. 2 or 3 of them, actually.
But Dupron not giving up, showing that resilience, that strength.
Ooh, he just threw his entire body at Sullivan, and it didn't do a thing. It did it a second time. Here comes a third. Will it work? Oh, it did!
Again, knocking the big man woozy by just throwing all of your body, all your momentum at it.
Oh, here's the cover, here's the cover, here's the cover. Oh, 2 count.
That's going to break down the wall eventually. But in this case, Sullivan is not a pushover. He's got a lot of resilience.
Oh, neither of these men are pushovers. They've been veterans of the ring wars here for a long, long time in UPW and as well as all of Texas.
Exactly. But I still got, what is he? What?
Oh, head of steam by Dupron, running nobody home.
Oh no, that was not what he wanted to have happen.
And then, Sullivan with the splash in the corner.
Come crashing down, and Dupron is woozy on his feet, but it looks like he's almost begging for another.
Dupron, I'm not sure if he knows how to communicate right now.
He may not know where he is, but he definitely not going to back down.
Look at that clothesline.
He's going to get knocked down, though.
Oh, he's seeing stars. Here comes Sullivan with the Irish whip from one end to the other. And a big back body drop.
threw him nearly all the way across the ring.
That was a lot of height that Duperon took on that back body drop. He must have been 7-8 feet in the air when he got flipped over. Oh!
Another vicious chop.
They must have heard that all the way down in Galveston.
Absolutely. But looks like Sullivan's building up some speed.
Oh, and here we go.
Footwork.
Oh, no, nobody home. Duperon out of the way. Big elbow in the corner. What's Duperon got in mind here? He's pulling him out of the corner.
Uh-oh. He's not gonna.
No, he can't. That's too much, man. He can't pick him up.
You look at...
He's got that choke hold on. Sullivan's got the choke. Duperon's fighting out of it. One, up, and down goes Duperon.
Oh my goodness, but
look at Johnny Blade interjecting himself into the ring.
A wonderful strategy by Johnny Blade here to give Duperon a chance to catch his breath.
But now he's got Johnny Blade by the throat, does Sullivan. Oh no, Duperon's, is he going for the eyes? Is he going for the eyes? Really?
It looks like he may be trying to choke him. But that's the only way I can see it from my angle.
Sherry checking on Sullivan. Sullivan, I don't think he could see. I think he had his eye poked. Wait a second. Sullivan just got thrown into the ring. I think it was that title belt. Oh no! What happened here? What happened, Sherry? Sherry wasn't looking.
Turn around.
Sherry was distracted. She got dinged on that last exchange. Now Sherry is down. Duperon has her by the leg. Johnny Blade going around.
But
Sullivan with the title. What is this chaos
here? He's got the title belt in his hand. Does Sherry think he got hit in the face with the title belt?
Wait a second. What is she doing? What's happening here?
Yep.
Oh, Sherry's calling for the bell. What? Does Sherry? The official call is that Duperon has won this matchup. I guess via disqualification. Sherry thinks that there was some sort of shenanigans with the belt that was involved, and she actually got dinged a little bit there. There's so much going on. Oh no! Duperon just ate the title belt right to the dome.
I guess if you're going to do the crime, you might as well pay actually do it. But pulled the old Eddie Guerrero trick there. And that's, again, a brilliant strategy by Johnny Blade to get out from this absolutely impossible situation.
I'm not sure if it was strategy as much as opportunity, but either way, it still worked out in Johnny Blade's favor. But look who's actually holding the belt right now.
Uh-oh. The crowd's calling for another.
Oh,
no.
There's a lot of bad blood here.
You got to be better than that.
There's a lot of bad blood here between Duperon, Sullivan, and Johnny.
Duperon's not even...
Oh, another one right to the mofro.
I mean, he didn't even know where he was or what was going on. That's not even fair.
Oh, man. Jason Sullivan with the statement after the match.
I don't think this is anywhere close to being over.
No, it is not. You are right there, Rob. You are 100% correct. This is far from over. Johnny Blade still has his tendrils all over Undisputed Pro Wrestling. And, Sullivan, he's got something to say about it.
Absolutely.
Well, when we come back, we are going to have your main event of the evening. Ooh. You know what? I can't wait. This is going to be quite a showing as far as I know, but really? There's a little bit of mystery because we're not actually sure who we're going to have, who we're going to face, because the main event, we will see another member of Blade Enterprises.
Yep.
That is going to be heavyweight champion Jay Davis. He's going to be putting the title on the line, but we don't know against who.
That just goes to show you the resilience, the strength, the absolute display of what it takes to be a champion. By coming out here, he doesn't even know who he's going to be facing because it doesn't matter. He's going to put whoever steps up to the challenge down.
Main event coming up.
The following contest is your main event of the evening.
time. And it looks like we know now who it is that's actually going to be challenging for the UPW Heavyweight Championship by the sound of that music. That music is, well, none other than the UPW Cruiserweight Champion, Chris Lyons.
What? What is he doing out here? I mean,
well, it appears that he's going to be the one that is going to take up that open challenge issued earlier by Jay Davis.
well, I mean,
And there he is way up top here at the Santa Fe Fire Department, all the way at the top entrance ramp that leads to that fire pole. That's right, you are the champion, Chris Lyons. The UPW Cruiserweight Champion. He has held on to that title for a better part of a year. That's right.
I mean, I was there at Pub 529 when Chris put that title on the line, and I could have swore he got pinned. But the match was restarted.
There was a little bit of a controversial ending at that match at Copperfield, Texas, Pub 529. Now, the ultimate result of that match is that, well, Chris Lyons is still the UPW Cruiserweight Champion, and it looks like he's got a hunger for a little bit more gold.
I mean, he may be he may be out of his class here. I mean, Jay Davis is absolutely not a pushover, and no disrespect to the champ.
Which champ?
The Cruiserweight champ here.
Okay.
But Jay Davis is just simply in another class.
Well, we're about to see Jay Davis here in any moment. That's his music. We're expecting his arrival here at the arena.
Don't know where he's going to be coming from.
He may be coming out of the middle, he may be coming out of the top. We're not sure. Part of the beauty of this venue here, the Santa Fe Fire Department here in Santa Fe, Texas. And there he is, the UPW Heavyweight Champion, of course being accompanied by his manager, Johnny Blade. Oh man, it's nothing but Blade Enterprises all night long.
These kids just getting up in the face of the Rottweilers, that's a bad choice on their part.
Yes, somebody should make sure that the safety of those children is still unchecked. Oh, look at that! Look at that! Jay Davis just took the hat right off of that kid and chucked it across the arena.
Giving him a little workout. Had to give him something to do other than just put himself in danger. That's the intelligence of the champion, knowing that these kids may push him to a point he may not be able to restrain himself. He threw the hat away, just remove the problem from the situation.
Jay Davis taking the long way around after throwing, well, the attire there of Chris Lyons as well. Now wait a second. Now what did Megan Pope, one of our dedicated UPW fans, she's always in the front row, what did she just hand to Chris Lyons? She handed him something. I'm not sure what. Again,
This is just showing that they don't really have a lot of respect for the champ.
No, but you want to talk about respecting, you have to respect the titles. You have to respect those championship belts. Oh, what are you just throwing them? Is that a chew toy? Is that a little dog's chew toy?
It looked like it.
It is. It's a squeaker. It's a squeaker. She brought a squeaker.
Nothing but disrespect by these fans. That's just absolutely atrocious.
So UPW Heavyweight Champion versus UPW Cruiserweight Champion.
Is for the UPW Heavyweight Championship. Fighting out of this order, from Bridgeport, Houston, Texas, by way of Kaiju and Japan, Chris Lyons.
Chris Lyons, the UPW Cruiserweight Champion. His title is not up for grabs. It's only the Heavyweight Championship that is on the line here in this matchup.
That again, look at that. Just walking over and pie-facing Jay Davis. That ain't right.
Here we go. We're waiting for the official call of Skip Aoki to introduce the champion.
Montgomery, Texas. He is your UPW heavyweight champion, the Rottweiler,
You know, I've been on the receiving end of the intimidation of Rottweiler Jay Davis when trying to announce. I don't understand why he has to do that to me. I don't understand why he has to do that to Skip. I just don't get it.
I mean, you got to put the proper amount of respect. And how else are you going to do that other than absolutely putting the right emphasis on his name?
You know, we are here to the fire department in Santa Fe, Texas. You may hear the sirens of the ambulance, and you know that's just what's going to happen here. This time it is main event time, but this is still a working fire department, and they graciously allow us here at their venue. And it is main event time. UPW Gold Heavyweight Championship on the line. We got a little bit of a feeling out process between the two here. Chris Lyons and Jay Davis, I don't believe have ever crossed paths here at UPW before.
Nope.
So this is quite a treat.
But from what social media was telling me earlier in the evening, Chris Lyons seems to be on a bit of a vendetta, a bit of a mission to go after certain people.
He is always laser focused on whoever it is that crossed his path. And you know, this month it just happens to be Jay Davis.
I think that was a bad choice on his part. I mean, I don't disrespect a man who has focus. That absolutely will not happen. But maybe he should have focused on somebody else.
Well, that will remain to be seen. We have the matchup underway, and we're going to see, who actually comes out on top. As I said, the Cruiserweight Championship is not on the line, but the Heavyweight Championship is.
And Jay Davis wisely rolling out of the ring after displaying his agility and his strength and getting a bit of...
He's asking a member of the front row audience to tie his shoe.
I mean,
I guess so, if that's your thing.
You got to show respect to the champion. I mean, that's how you can do it if you're a member of the audience, I suppose.
Yeah, Johnny Blade out here sitting in the crowd. I guess he's had
far
enough.
Away from the ring.
Yeah, he's had enough of being involved. He's been on the receiving end of a lot of beatings tonight, so...
I'm actually surprised that Johnny Blade didn't join us here at commentary like John Sullivan did.
Yeah, I mean, it's very possible he's done it before, but I guess he just doesn't want to play with us tonight.
Again, maybe he's staying closer to the action so he can advise Jay like somebody, like the first base coach will signal the runner. He's using little signals and hand gestures to give Jay Davis the blueprint.
You might be onto something. I don't think that we will see Johnny Blade without a plan. Exactly. He always has a plan. So you know what? You might be right.
Exactly. Like I said, Johnny Blade knows what he needs to do here, and that is to advise the champion. And in this case, he's doing it in an as unobtrusive way as he can, because earlier in the evening he was right there with Dupron, and well, while it worked out for Dupe, it also seemed to annoy some people, namely Sullivan.
Hold on, I love this. Somebody's getting a phone call.
Oh no.
Jay Davis is having to answer the call.
But look at him just almost effortlessly powering to a vertical base.
Oh, you're right. He reversed his way right on out of it. No more ring. Oh!
That'll ring your bell.
1, 2. Oh, that was broken up by the ropes there this time.
A brilliant maneuver by Lyons to grab the rope when...
Now, Lyons is probably one of the best technical wrestlers in Texas. He is very technically sound. He has trained in multiple mixed martial arts. This is the type of match that he likes to do. But you just saw right now, he was actually rolling around with Jay Davis, and Jay Davis got the best of him.
Exactly.
Jay Davis playing into the strength of Chris Lyons and actually coming out on top.
Again, you don't want to go. While Chris Lyons is one of the best technical wrestlers, you're going strength for strength with the heavyweight champion. That is just a mismatch you should not be playing into. And I would have thought that Chris Lyons was smarter than that and would have known it, but apparently not.
Here goes another, I was going to say another test of strength or a knuckle lock, but no. That was just to bait Chris Lyons in and just hit him with a strike. But Chris Lyons firing up some back.
Trading blows.
Back and forth. You know, I've known Jay Davis to be a little bit more of a brawler. Not always following technical abilities. He's a brawler. He likes to strike. He likes to fight. But
look at him working every joint there.
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly what I'm saying. He's zeroing in on some of the more technical abilities that I don't think Lyons expected that. That's another 2 count.
Look at how brilliant the champ is. Going into the cover, when he didn't get the 3, instantly transferring to that wearing down lock of the shoulder there. Focusing on the joints. That's just, I don't care who you are, that's just going to hurt.
Members of the front row there squeaking those little dog toys to mock Rottweiler Jay Davis.
Again, just disrespectful. I mean, why doesn't the ref just have them throw those away? That's just not even right.
Chris Lyons, side Russian leg sweep. He held on to the leg. He's got him in a bit of a figure 4. It looks like he's a little bit off to the side, so a modified figure 4.
If Jay can roll it over, he may be able to transfer that weight onto the injured knee of Chris Lyons.
Yeah, that knee is taped up. Bandaged up, I guess I should say, to be a little bit more technical.
But the resilience of the champion here, being asked by Iron Ref Sherry if he wants to give up, and again.
Oh, look, just like you said, the knee is coming into play. Jay Davis just struck his way out of that by stomping and hitting on the knee.
Again, the brilliance of the champ, absolutely laser focused on that leg.
Do you think that this is the influence of Johnny Blade? Do you think this is the coaching of Johnny Blade that has done this here?
Exactly.
The scouting.
Like I said, a brilliant manager knows how to advise their champ, and in this case, he knew that Chris Lyons was coming in at a disadvantage already, not just with the physical, but with the injury. It looks like they've spilled to the outside.
Yep.
Oh no, this is not where Chris Lyons wants to be.
This isn't where either of them want to be.
Well, I'd almost disagree, because with the brawling style of Jay Davis, this might actually play into his strengths, where Chris Lyons can't utilize the ropes and his speed.
But did you see that?
See it? I felt it all the way over here. He about blew my hair back.
Oh, that chop was just devastating by Chris Lyons. Oh, that kick too. Oh.
Right in front of the audience? Come on, you got to think about safety. Get him back in the ring.
Like I said, Chris Lyons is technically sound. He knows multiple mixed martial arts. So not only can he grapple, but he can strike with the best of them. Ref Sherry administering the 10 count.
And it looks like
easy for me to say.
Lyons is not content with a count out.
No, that's the champion's advantage that Jay Davis has. The title will not change hands on a count out.
Oh, did you see that?
Yes, I did.
He kicked the turnbuckle.
I saw that. That has to hurt.
Oh, that's not going to help. Jay absolutely working over the knee and the leg of Chris Lyons over there on the other side. I can't imagine he's doing anything productive.
Oh, watch out, people in the audience. Oh my God. Jay Davis just threw threw Chris Lyons into the audience.
The brutality, just throwing him almost 4 aisles to the back.
I guess maybe that's why Johnny's sitting on this side instead of that side.
Again, a brilliant maneuver by Johnny Blade.
Johnny's up. Johnny's up. He's walking over there. There's action in the middle of the audience and all of those rows over there.
He knows that he shouldn't.
Now they're coming this way.
Uh-oh. All the way over to the merch table over there. Chris Lyons is laid out.
Ref Sherry's trying to get control of this.
This is just
She's not.
utter chaos.
Ref Sherry's going back into the ring. I think she's going to try to administer a 10 count. This works in the favor of Jay Davis. Again, he has the champion's advantage, where if this ends in a count out, he's fine with that. He doesn't lose his title at all.
I think he wants to prove a point, though. Oh, watch him prove it
watch
here.
out. Jay Davis set himself right into the ring post. And Johnny Blade is not happy about that.
I mean, that's just a poor miscalculation by the champ. Could have taken the count out, decided he wanted to inflict more punishment and try and get the victory maybe in the ring.
He missed. Flat out. Plain old miss. All right, now they're back in the ring.
Tried for that European uppercut, but the shoulder.
I think that's the same shoulder that he hit on the ring post.
It is. And I think he just needs to focus on how he can get out of this match as quickly as possible. But laying in those stiff shots, maybe it's time to start working with your legs.
Yeah, you see Chris Lyons, he's woozy. He couldn't stand up. He sat down.
Planted by the Rottweiler.
Oh, no, wait. Here comes a backslide. Maybe a flash pin. 1, 2, 3. No, just 2. Oh, my.
Took that one on the side of his head.
Ooh, that is rough.
There, your vision's going to be swimming. I don't know how he's going to get back to his feet. But he's got to beat that 10 count, and he's got to avoid being pinned here. Maybe he goes back to the outside, but he's definitely got to regain control.
There goes the knees. Oh, and a little bit of a pickup. Oh, and a backbreaker. It was a bit of a gut wrench pickup on that backbreaker. But you're right. It was on the knee. You were about to say it. Sorry.
No problem. I mean, it is such an intense match here that it's hard to tell who's going to come out on top. This is where your mentality really pays off, where that champion's mindset is going to pay dividends.
That mental fortitude. Oh!
Look at him, right back to his feet.
Oh, God. I don't know what was worse, the clothesline or the kick. And now an elbow.
Chris Lyons is fired up here. He's feeling the adrenaline, which means he's not going to feel that injury as keenly. But if Jay can slow him down, get him back into a submission fight.
Scoop. Slam. In the middle of the ring, here comes the pin, grabbing the leg. I held my breath on that one.
I absolutely thought that Chris Lyons might steal one here, but again, the resilience of Jay Davis not giving up, having the wherewithal to kick out even when his mind might not actually be there.
These are the best of the best that UPW has to offer. Our cruiserweight champ versus our heavyweight champ. And they've been dominant champions and great competitors for years and years here in UPW.
It's been one hell of a match from bell to bell. It seems like this is not going to be something that's easy to predict.
Those captured knees just do damage. It usually transitions into something else.
I have a hard time transitioning to anything other than laying on the mat when you get clubbed by the forearm like that. Tries to roll him over.
I think Jay Davis right there, he was at a disadvantage because of the way that Chris Lyons happened to land. He landed on his belly. Had he landed on his back, that could have been a 3.
Exactly. And Jay had to take a moment there. You see him still favoring the shoulder as he goes through all of these clotheslines and clubbing blows from that injury he took when he collided with the ring post. Again, that's where your mental mistakes are going to pay play against you.
Now, what's happening here? Is Jay Davis trying to do a bit of a bear hug from behind? What's
I think
going
he's
on?
trying to get him into a suplex.
Oh, yeah, that might be it, but he's really working for it, and if he's going to pull it off. Oh, there's the back elbow, another back elbow. Here comes the third. Oh, he switched around, belly to belly.
Oh, my God, the power of Jay Davis just switching that around and the intelligence to duck out of the way of the elbows of Chris Lyons.
1, 2. No, that was just 2.
Well,
that was 2.
He had, and I think that was, again, another unfortunate situation for Jay Davis, having to peel the leg of Chris Lyons off the rope there.
Yep.
He was going to go for the inside leg, had to go for the outside leg,
Yep.
and that's just going to cost you.
Yeah, you're exactly right on that. Sometimes the devil's in the details.
Uh-oh.
This is a game of seconds. Football's a game of inches. This is a game of seconds.
What's this?
Oh!
Like Jay Davis was going for the spear.
He's got that arm trapped.
Triangle.
Looks like I was going to say a Kimura more like.
Yes. Oh, that is not where you want to be, especially with Jay Davis having that injured shoulder, but it looks like he's trying to power himself back to his feet.
The long arms and long legs of Chris Lyons is really playing a factor here because he's able to grapevine his entire body, but look at the strength. Look at the strength of Jay Davis. Rottweiler has him up. Oh, and down for a spine buster. Oh, my
Can he
goodness.
capitalize?
Oh, wow.
I could have sworn that was a 3 count right there.
2. I can't believe it. That was 2.
He had him stacked up, absolutely flapjacked onto the middle of the canvas, and somehow Chris Lyons, I can't believe he's still kicking out.
That's probably the best opportunity Jay Davis has had yet in this matchup to put this one away. That was so close. I was convinced.
And it may have been an unwise decision on the part of Chris Lyons. I understand you want to fight. I understand you want to prove your mettle in the ring, but you got to think about your body. The physicality that Jay Davis brings to the ring will take years off your life if you're not careful, and it looks like Chris Lyons is still favoring that leg.
Oh, wood chipper and Rottweiler going toe-to-toe right here. Oh, look at that open hand slap. Oh, followed by a right hand by Jay Davis. Rottweiler.
These men are in a brawl.
Wood chipper. No, here comes Rottweiler. Oh, my goodness. Who's going to come out on top here?
Uh-oh. Johnny Blade's on the move.
Oh, side suplex by Lyons.
But he can't capitalize. He can't do it. The leg took too much, and the weight and the strength of Chris Lyons is not there.
This is exhausting. This is grueling. Here comes 2. Oh, you gotta be kidding me, Johnny! Really, Johnny pulling out Sherry Davis.
Oh, and hitting her.
My gosh, he just hit Sherry. He laid out Sherry. Bart just called for the bell. Bart is the only one that would rank higher than the official senior referee here. Bart just went ahead and rang that bell.
I've just been given word that this match is a no contest.
No contest?
You gotta be kidding me. I can't believe Johnny punched Ref Sherry.
Still, your UPW heavyweight champion, Jay Davis.
I don't condone any. That was a little.
That was sick.
Demented and underhanded and despicable, but on a certain level, I have to respect it because Johnny Blade willing to do the dirty work to keep the title on Jay Davis's shoulders.
Come on, Rob. Really? You're going to go back to that? That it just saved his title and it was a smart move?
Did.
That wasn't a smart move. He wasn't thinking. Look at him. He was emotional. He was pissed off. That's what that was.
That's his champion, though. Wouldn't you be emotional?
Johnny Blade just let his emotions get the best of him and he laid out Ref Sherry. That was despicable, disgusting. I can't believe that's what we just witnessed.
Exactly. I mean, I honestly can't believe that he struck Iron Ref Sherry like that.
Yes, the reason why we call her Iron Ref is because she's done the entire night, top to bottom. She's been our only referee, and for somebody like Johnny to come out and just smack her in the face, that is the ultimate disrespect, and that is sick. That is sick, Johnny Blade. That is disgusting.
I have no words for it because, again, while I do admire the lengths that Johnny Blade is willing to go to keep the gold in Blade Enterprises, that is absolutely just unforgivable.
Oh my goodness, I can't believe this. You know, we got to get somebody to check on her.
I told you to roll, man. Well, who's about quick? I was going to beat your ass tonight, boy. And still, UPW Heavyweight Champion, Young on the side, dude, the Rottweiler, Jay Davis.
By hook or by crook?
And definitely crook on this instance, no doubt about it. But Chris Lyons isn't letting this go down gently. Looks like referee Sherry is back to her feet.
Being helped by interim commissioner Doug, but here comes some more action over here. We got Lyons and Davis just jaw-jacking with each other. Oh my God! What a main event! What a main
way
event
to close out the evening. Absolute chaos.
Somebody needs to get Sherry some help. Somebody, call some of the
we got the
firefighters
first
here.
Responders, get over here to help her, maybe.
Wow. I can't believe it. Thank you so much, all y'all, for tuning in here to UPW. Oh, we're going to have to close that out here in a second, but what a main event.
Absolutely.
Oh my goodness, how about that night of action and that main event, Robert? That was insane.
Absolute carnage from bell to bell, and I loved it. It was phenomenal.
And you know what? We're going to have more phenomenal action, and this time at the Houston Premier Arena, and that is going to be on November the 12th. After that, on December the 10th, we will be back in Bay Cliff, Texas, so make sure you get your tickets now.
And you know what? If you can't make it, that's completely fine. Continue joining us here on YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe, share, all those wonderful things. Hit the bell for the notifications. And you know what? I can't wait to see what we come up with next. It's going to be just mind-blowing.
I can't either, and I hope to see you guys again here at Undisputed Pro Wrestling.